Okay, now we're going to remember to take this part out, right? We're going to remember to edit this part out of the show, yeah?
I don't like what you're implying.
I'm just, trying to be a friendly reminder here.
Everybody clap. Everybody applaud. Yay, Preston edited it out. Yay.
Boy.
I'll see this on the peaks and it will help.
Welcome to Drafted. I'm your host, Daniel Prentice, and as always, I am joined by my dear friend and co-host, Preston Thompson. Preston, how are you doing tonight, and what are you drinking, my friend?
I'm doing okay, Dan. I'm drinking water. Don't yell at me.
I won't.
It was the longest work week of my whole life, and I want you to know how much I love you, because here's what happened. Terrible work week. Probably took years off of my life. Not good for my health. The whole bit.
You made a lot of money, though, right? Make it worth it?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I finally open up for the first time at 4 o'clock today. Tears of the Kingdom. First time. I get off the tutorial island, and I'm just floating down, and then suddenly I realize I gotta prep for Drafted and come do this with you. As soon as the whole world opens up to me. But that's I want you to know how much you matter to me, that you're pulling me away from probably the best thing anyone has ever made.
Listen, other than our podcast, you mean? Right? That's a long pause.
It's really good though, Dan.
Listen, don't do it for me. Do it for the listeners, okay? We have been giving the listeners the short end of the stick for the last 4 weeks. Okay, we owe it to them, especially our Patreon supporters. But we do have a good one that I think will hopefully be worth you listening to, as well as Preston taking a break from his Tears of the Kingdom. We are thrilled to be joined by Friggin nerd Britt. I almost said our favorite friggin nerd, but I know they all listen to this show, and I don't want to be.
You
too
don't have
obvious
to say it.
You
don't have to say it, Dap. We all know. We all know.
It's true. It's true. It's like the when you're in grade school and you have a crush on someone and it's so obvious, but you don't know that it's obvious.
Right?
That's Drafted with Britt. It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
We know it in our heart.
Yeah,
right here. You don't have to worry about ticking the other ones off.
Okay, good. Let's just make Britt our permanent third drafter.
I support.
I am not opposed, but I think Britt's getting busy with how much their stuff is blowing up. So I think what you're doing here, Dan, is you're trying to just latch on to a rocket that's headed for the moon.
I'm trying to get the last seat.
Straight to the moon, baby. Straight
to the moon, baby.
I'm planting that friggin' nerd's flag right on the moon.
Listen, and we're gonna be right there in the background, be like, and us too.
We're also Drafted, the sister podcast.
Yeah, we're that guy that wasn't, Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin. Whoever that third guy was, that's Drafted. Yeah.
But they're still in there. They're still in the history notes.
They're still there. Definitely they took the picture. Yeah.
Britt, what are you drinking? I see you've got some kind of funky cup over there.
Listen, it's not just a funky cup. This is my Aldi's cup, baby.
Oh
it's like, you know how girls are about Target and stuff? Now I think they're maybe just cheapos like me are like that about Aldi's. And so I got an Aldi's cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aldi is, speaking of things going to the moon, Aldi's about to be the next big thing. It is true.
Aldi's is wonderful. And it's filled with water because it's been a hell of a week. So I am on the mend. Yeah. Well, I had a kid graduate. So that's exhausting and extremely expensive. And so I'm hungover from all of the peopling that had to happen. And so
you're person hungover.
I am very person hungover. So I am
drinking
water and taking Advil.
Yeah. Nothing like a publicly released podcast to get you out of the limelight.
No, you guys are fine, right? It's just having to people with all of the Southern moms
parents.
And
you got to pretend like you got things in common with people.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's exhausting.
I'm not looking forward to that when I inevitably hit that point. Ugh.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't even have kids yet.
We do it with the other dog parents.
At the dog park.
Like, oh, so you see the game last night? Yeah. Oh, how's yours? Oh, yeah, ours does that sometimes too. Here's what we tried. It's like a whole bit. Ugh.
I am holding it down. I don't have work tomorrow. We're recording this pretty late on a Sunday night. So hopefully won't, keep Preston up too late. Britt at least gets to be in Central Time Zone, so she is an hour in the past. She still has an hour.
Let's go Central.
This next hour has been weird, Britt. You're in for a trip. You're an hour in the past.
It's a hell of an hour.
It's a hell of an hour you're going to get over there.
I am drinking a tequila cranberry juice. I really am turning up for this.
You sound like you just got off a cruise ship or something. Yeah, so fancy.
It's not fancy. It's like it's just what I had. I didn't have any beer left. My mixers are pretty limited. My booze is pretty limited. I have tequila and I have whiskey. I think I might have some rum. But
those are all mixers if you just combine them. Tequila is a mixer for rum and vice versa.
I don't know if that's how that works. Maybe in college.
They do mix.
What are the ingredients in a Long Island iced tea?
Vodka, rum, triple sec.
I think tequila is. I think
whiskey or bourbon. And then like a splash of Coke and lemon, something like that.
Somehow,
it's like usually a little bit of like sexism too. I've found it mixes well. Yeah, all those guys that drink that, it seems like it seems like the most common ingredient in what.
I'm gonna start naming names in my friend group who that is their exact order. To be fair, we drink it at like when we're partying in somebody's basement. We don't order it going out because we know that's what it makes us look like.
I didn't know this.
We do understand the connotation.
That was my first legal drink. I love a Long Island iced tea.
That's your first legal drink?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like, I'm going to learn to swim in the riptide of the Pacific Ocean. What are you doing?
Listen, I'd been drinking for years at that point. It wasn't
fair point. First legal drink.
But yeah.
My
21st birthday was the first drink I bought.
Yeah.
And it'll get you fucked up. That's the good thing about a Long Island iced tea.
Oh yeah,
it'll get you.
It's very economical.
Yeah, it's a blitz right out of the gate.
Real bang for your buck.
I think our draft is going to go nowhere near the realm of alcohol, though. Preston, what are we drafting this evening?
It could. We are packing for ourselves the perfect school lunch. Now, I have one important question here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That I think changes the entire nature of this thing.
Okay.
How old are we?
I think elementary school, like fourth grade cells.
Fourth grade.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Like peak your mom is still making lunch for you era.
Sure. Are we packing this in the morning, or we're having it packed for us, or are we able to get anything from the cafeteria?
I think you got to bring everything. Everything's in your lunchbox.
Okay. Changes my list ever so slightly, but that's totally fine.
Okay.
The only good day in the cafeteria was rectangle pizza day with the little pepperoni cubes. That mess was delicious.
Was it? I don't think it was.
No. Yes.
It was. I think it probably still is. I don't know. My children don't have that. But I would like to try it again.
You could use it to patch holes in concrete. You could use it in place of manhole covers.
Oh my gosh. It was so good, guys. It's so good. And there's so much grease. It was like the satin sheet of the rectangle pizza.
That grease layer.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Boy, see, in elementary school, I pretty much always brought lunch. Middle school, I did eat some cafeteria, and I never liked the pizza. Even as a kid, I never liked the pizza. I would like the chicken tenders are good, corn dogs, of course, can't get wrong. But
can't go wrong with a corn dog.
Yeah, I never liked the rectangle pizza.
Did y'all have the milk in the bag that jiggled like a breast implant?
Okay, I swear this is the second time you brought this up on this show.
How is that even a thing that we talk about here?
I swear this has come up
here.
before.
We're talking about lunches.
This idea is insane that they would have bags of milk. I don't know what you're
I just don't understand how no one else in the country had these except for us.
I've heard of bags of milk. I didn't know that this was like a school lunch thing though. We had cartons of milk at our school lunches.
Yeah, little cartons. Yeah,
we didn't have those. We just had
what
boob implants of milk.
How did you drink your boob implants of?
You would have to like squeeze it taut, and then you would stab the straw in. Like that.
And you drink it straight from the bag?
Awful.
What?
You drink it straight from the bag?
Yeah.
What else would you do?
Well, okay, but here's my question. How do you... A carton has a flat bottom, so you can drink a little milk, okay? And then when you don't want to drink the whole thing in one go, you put it down on the cafeteria
Great
table.
question.
What do you do with a plastic bag?
It's shallow, right? And it's just like a rectangle. It doesn't really leave the tray. You're gonna squeeze, stab, and then it just sets on its square, and you move your face to the pouch when you want a drink.
I'm looking at this. It seems logistically challenging.
What a disaster.
Our favorite use for it was when it was applesauce day, we would have contests to see who could slam their milk pouch into the applesauce to like make the largest splatter. We were not loved by the cafeteria workers,
the staff. You are right though, Britt, that you have to go to the milk. The milk does not come to you.
Right.
Like you can't really pick it up. It seems like in any sort of good way.
Yeah, it's like breastfeeding, which is weird because it does look like a breast implant as well. So it was a whole theme. They really stayed on brand there.
Here's a question, because sometimes, like, we would have things other than milk. Like, I remember, like, kids who got school breakfast, they would have, like, orange juice from concentrate in a carton. Did you have that, or was your orange juice out of boobs as well?
We didn't have orange juice. You got white milk, chocolate milk, or pink milk, and it was in a bag. Pick up your pouch, milk? Or you can go to the water fountain. Yeah.
You had strawberry milk?
Yeah, from the pink goats. We all had we had goat milk too. It wasn't.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah.
There's no way.
The pink goat part, or the fact that it was goat milk.
The fact that it was goat milk. There's no way you were drinking goat milk.
Not a chance.
Yeah,
I refuse to believe that. Listen,
I don't know. That's what we were told. I was fourth grade, man.
I will believe that you drank milk out of a plastic bag.
We tolerate a lot of shit on this show.
I will
but not that it's goat
I will
milk.
not accept. No.
We draw the line here.
I think goat milk is a thing. People drink goat
milk.
Goat
milk is a thing.
Yeah, goats produce milk. It's not served to children in school lunches.
Got nipples, fucker. No, I'm almost. No, people drink. We also grew up in the South with like no red lights. It was all farmland.
We also grew up in the South.
Were you like in an area with like more people?
There were at least a dozen. I mean, where did you go to school?
We had it was 1,000 people in our town, and
what was the size of your high school graduating class?
I don't know how big was our. It was actually pretty big by then. It was probably like 150 people, but it was not when I was little. Like when I was younger. And we still live in the same town, and it's way bigger now. We have like 2 high schools and 2 elementary schools and stuff. But like back then, it was tiny. Like we didn't even have a grocery store here. We had to drive to another town to go grocery shopping. There were a lot of farms with goats.
I don't think they were supplying the local school, though. Is what I'm saying, Dan.
No.
Did you find anything?
So people do drink goat's milk. But goat's milk is on average more expensive than cow's milk. So I would be surprised if your school board was paying, premiums for goat's milk. Maybe
they couldn't even afford cartons for their milk. I don't think they were. They had to put it in bags.
Maybe like Britt school is on their own negotiated these deals, and they negotiated like a under table deal with the local goat farmers.
Oh my gosh. Look, I just became Facebook friends with my elementary school principal. Maybe I need to reach out to him and ask him to confirm his goat milk situation.
Please do.
I'm now confused at why is it more efficient to have milk in a bag instead of a carton? It seems harder in the manufacturing process to bag it and then seal it.
I don't know. Is plastic cheaper?
It's so dumb.
Than cardboard? I think
then paper?
Probably. Plastic is very cheap to make. That's why like none of it actually ends up getting recycled. Even though you put it in the recycle bin, it doesn't get recycled because it's cheaper for them to just make more plastic.
Oh wow, that's super
right,
depressing.
Sorry,
I didn't
Don't
know
bring
that.
the politics into this show.
That's not politics. That's just ecology. Okay, let's try to put this whole goat milk thing behind us and get on with this draft. Okay.
Impossible, but okay.
Let's see how early Britt takes goat milk in this draft. She will have the first pick. Preston will have second pick. I'll have the third pick. And, of course, as always, snake-style draft. So reverse order on even rounds. And that draft order, as always, determined by random.org. Britt, first pick. You going goat's milk or are you going elsewhere?
I'm not gonna go goat's milk in a boob implant. Not today, boys. Not today. I've been on here. I've learned my lesson how to not ruin it on the first pick. So I need a question answered before I can choose my first pick. So
shoot,
fourth grade. It's a big year. I remember fourth grade clearly, and there's king of the lunchroom, and that was always the pizza Lunchable. But I know that that's also sort of like a contained lunch. Is a pizza Lunchable draftable here?
100% draftable.
Yeah, I think so too.
Then I will have to take the pizza Lunchable.
Okay.
But does Britt now not have to take a drink because it like comes with a Capri Sun in it?
No.
You can get them without the Capri Sun.
Yeah, so, I think she gets just
we're
the
giving
food
you
one.
just the entree. Like just the entree.
Yeah.
Not the little Milky Way bar that comes
Yeah, I don't even think
yeah.
it was just like the round pizzas, the red sauce, the cheese and pepperoni.
The cardboard, painted to look
Those
like
tasted
crust.
so much better than they looked.
Oh, really?
I was always shocked.
I can't agree with that.
Oh my gosh,
I had
Dad,
one
you
recently,
hate
and
a
it was pretty
Lunchable
good.
too? Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have 3 kids, and I have eaten their pizza Lunchables to see if they're still they hold up. They absolutely do. That mess is delicious.
I was never a Lunchables kid. I was always like homemade sandwich kind of kid.
You had love in your house.
Yeah.
Tap.
I didn't want to say that, but
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. It was a joke. I didn't mean it. You don't have to call me. It's fine.
My parents were like super healthy, and so I didn't get the pizza Lunchable very often. But like if I did, I was proud to walk in. Like I walked into the lunchroom with my head held a little higher because I knew what I was about to unzip and pull out there. It brought your social status up to have a pizza Lunchable.
My wife apparently did all of elementary and middle school with her mother packing 2 salties and 2 sweets, which would mean a bag of Cheetos, a bag of Lay's, a thing of Oreos, and a thing of cookies.
What was her main?
That was it.
how is
No main.
That was it?
No main.
what?
That was it. She said she used to wheel and deal some of those around, and she would find a main by working out.
right.
Like that girl who traded a
Trade up.
paperclip for a house or whatever. She's just doing that in the school lunchroom.
Wow, I'm
Taught her good
shocked
economics, apparently.
and proud of her pancreas, mostly.
Yeah,
I know, right?
That doesn't compute with what I know of Lauren's parents. How did this happen?
Poor oversight.
It was the 90s, man. Anything went in the 90s.
Next time I see Lauren,
I mean, listen,
I'm sure Lauren's
3
asleep
kids.
right now. Otherwise, I'd say get her on the show. But we need to get to the bottom of this at some point.
I know. We'll get her. We'll get comments somehow.
All right, so Britt takes the pizza Lunchable, not like the deluxe one with all the extras. Just the pizza,
the standard
just the
pizza Lunchable.
Mm-hmm. Preston, what are you going with for your first pick?
Well, in the spirit of lazy parents packing lunches, I'm going to go with the elite lazy item. The problem is I think I need 2 of them, but I think that's okay. I think like quantity-wise, it's fine. Like Britt doesn't have just the one, pizza thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a PB&J Uncrustable. Now, here's the utility of the Uncrustable. Throw it in there on your way out the door. It serves as the ice pack to the rest of your lunch until you get into the cafeteria. And then by the time you eat it, it's as soft as could be. It's not frozen anymore.
True.
It's almost like they're on some sort of timed release for school lunches in particular. Where they're like, we know this is going to be in a locker.
It's scientific.
From this time to this time. And then as soon as they take it out, it's going to be perfect. And everything's still cold.
So it's delicious, and it prevents salmonella.
And it has a purpose. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Listen, I never got salmonella.
Yeah, I remember.
All because of Uncrustables.
I remember back.
Thank you, Uncrustables.
When I went to elementary school in 1868, there were a lot of people that were.
It was which one you got, scurvy or salmonella?
Yeah. But I never had it because I had the Uncrustables.
That's a good.
Right.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick, Preston.
Thank you. I think it's gonna be popular. With
I think so too.
It's still going strong to this day.
It really. I haven't had an Uncrustable in a long time, but I always see them in the aisle, and it's always like a little flashback to.
They're dang good.
They're there, but most of the time, you can't take them to school anymore because
I'm now
all
sort of
schools
wishing,
are pretty much peanut free now. So my kids can't bring. Stuff? No, because if my kids touch another kid's stuff or they touch the table, they can't handle the liability. Everybody's so happy. So, since all of my kids have been in school, and that's at least been, Micah's just graduated. Yeah, it's always been peanut free. No peanut butter, no like peanut dip, no pretzels with peanut butter in them. Nothing.
That is
peanuts.
wild.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
The peanut lobby is very upset.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So
they could just stop killing children, and then it would be fine. I'm sort of wishing I had found a way to work in Uncrustables to our beach draft on our previous episode, because I feel like it would be an elite level beach snack.
You're not worried about sand getting in it?
I'm worried about sand getting in everything. I think we learned that last episode. I just have a fear of sand, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it. It's like, if I get the first pick, I'm gonna, do a bit about taking pretzels first, because if somehow I ended up, having school lunch at the beach or something, yeah.
Oh my god!
But I decided I wasn't going to do it because I feel like we gave you more than enough flack for that draft.
Well,
but since it came up.
When you create one reason, at least, for someone to make fun of you per show, it becomes hard to track all of them, and then people just give up. Such is the strategy.
Yeah, that's a good call by you. Really good call.
Thank you.
All right, I have back-to-back picks here. I could go a lot of ways with it. I've kind of broken down my... You both probably did something similar, but I have 6 categories here that I want to hit. And there's I think I'm going to go, oh goodness. Gosh, I just don't know. All right, I'm going to go with my chips first here.
Delicious.
Okay.
And because I don't know why, but there just was always something so special when these were the chips that were in my lunch. And I'm going with Pringles, but they have to be in the specific plastic Pringle container.
The one-off tin thing.
But mine were always plastic. They were a cool color. They were red or purple, and they're
kind
of see-through.
They're shaped like the chips.
You don't want your Pringles in a Ziploc baggie. They need to be in the...
They're not going to make it to lunch.
No.
That's true.
You'll have dust.
I want armored chips.
Okay, yeah.
Armored chips.
Yeah. So that's what
they come with their own little carrying case.
Did you have a favorite flavor?
Yes, and it's very vanilla of me, but I just my favorite Pringles are just the standard original Pringles.
Britt, favorite flavor of Pringles?
I thought they only put those plain ones in there as just a way to steal your money. I didn't think that anybody ate those. Mine.
They're we have to convince people we're a real company, so we got to make these plain ones.
Put those plain ones in there. Nobody will eat them, but the parents will be forced to pay for them because that one kid, Dap, he has to have his in an armored container.
Yeah.
So we'll make half of the box, the gross plain ones.
Armored container.
You don't like, Preston, do you like the original ones?
They're fine, but they're certainly not my favorite.
Mine's the salt and vinegar. It still is.
Ooh.
I love them.
That's a love it or you hate it. And
not a fan. And it's weird because I really like vinegar, but I've never liked salt and vinegar chips.
Really? Wow.
But other flavors,
you get your love. Sorry, you get your love of vinegar from Guy Prentice. It's all this house can talk about.
Actually, weirdly, I get it from my mom, but I do know yeah, we when I visited Preston for my 30th birthday, my parents were there as well for a couple nights, and we all went out to dinner. And we went to like this pretty cool Irish pub, and my dad wanted fish and chips, but only if they had malt vinegar to serve with it.
Yes.
A specific kind of malt vinegar.
Yeah, so he asked, and they said, yeah, we do have malt vinegar. So I said, okay, all the fish and chips. And then it was Heinz malt vinegar.
Yeah, that's what they have at Five Guys, too.
But he wanted, I think, Lee and Perrins or something was the brand he wanted, and so he was not happy.
He explicitly didn't want Heinz, and I thought we might have to get up and leave.
Yeah, I was worried. But he, God bless him.
The man knows his malt vinegar.
He does.
Yeah.
He's just
I respect
very particular about things like that.
The pizza Pringles, by the way.
Ew!
Pizza Pringles. That's what my kids like.
No, I can tolerate like there's like the cheddar or something, sour cream and cheddar.
Cheddar sour cream.
Cheddar sour cream. Those ones are probably my second favorite.
That's a solid choice.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm going to Pringles in the Pringles cup,
Gotcha.
and then with my second pick, pretty much every other category I feel pretty good about. Like even the third thing that I have on my list. The one thing that I really struggled with was like, what the hell is my sixth item going to be? I have my main, my chips, my dessert, my fruit, my drink. What the hell is my sixth thing going to be? And then I thought of something. Rather, I saw it online as I was doing research for the show. And I couldn't think of a better bonus, and it's the only thing on my list. So I'm taking string cheese.
String cheese.
Love that. I did have that on my list.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a popular one.
When your food becomes a toy.
Exactly.
Can make a little mustache with it.
You can do so much. You can do so much with it. Have either of you
really
ever
make it last,
have either of you just bitten string cheese without
yeah.
It feels kind of wrong, doesn't it? But like in an
Yeah, it does
in an
not feel
enticing
right.
way.
Those are the kids you were nervous to be friends with. It's like I don't know about that one.
I never did it as a kid. As a kid, it was sacred that you stringed the string cheese.
Absolutely.
But as an adult now, sometimes, I just get down to brass tacks and just eat the cheese.
I just want our listeners to know my phone is sitting close to the mic, and every time it buzzes, it's Britt's +1 Mike chiming in saying, "Good pick, Dan."
Yeah.
So every time it buzzes, you'll know.
Mike,
that's what's happening.
Are you cheering on the competition?
Yeah. Listen, we're 4 picks deep. Mike's wife has made a pick.
Maybe the next draft should be let's draft top reasons to get a divorce.
Yeah.
And cheering on the enemy and drafted it would be top pick for me, Mike.
Oh dear. Mike's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
I can't even believe this.
All right, Preston. Let's see if you can earn Mike's praise here.
All right. I am very happy this made it back to me. It's a tricky draft. We're not doing a set list, so I guess it's not that surprising. But I'm so thrilled to have both of these things. But you're going to have to make a small concession to me.
I don't have to do anything.
Because I did bring these to lunch all the time.
Okay.
In like middle school. But I want a single cup of Easy Mac.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
The concession is it has to be microwaved, and the teachers wouldn't let me use it.
Yeah.
But they would do it for me sometimes if I asked nice.
Oh, that's nice.
All of our kids have microwaves now in their cafeterias.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Really? Maybe it was just me they wouldn't let use it.
That tracks.
I did accidentally at home make it with the metal spoon still in it. And bad things happen.
Your mom probably wrote a note to
You
school.
burned down the school?
Well, no, this was at home, so I burned down the home.
Jesus.
Burned down the home. Teachers found out.
No, it just a lot of sparks happened, and I opened up the microwave real quick and rescued the situation.
Here's the alternative. I think it's still fine, but you know what you could do, and this is what I would have done in elementary school when I still didn't have access to a microwave at lunch. Make it ahead of time and then put it in a thermos.
It's true.
It keeps its warmth.
Did you guys ever see those Campbell's soups that were designed for drinking?
Yes.
No, that sounds nice.
I
used to get that packed in lunch, and they were very strange.
Yeah. I don't want to drink anything with chunks in it.
That's just a good rule.
Yeah.
It's a good general rule. I'm going to adopt that rule.
Yeah, no, I have seen those, have never partaken, though. I would bring soup for lunch, but it'd always be like, in a thermos.
Yeah.
And then you like pour it in the little cup, and then eat it out of the cup, and then pour more in the cup.
Like a 1930s construction worker.
Yep,
yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool.
All right,
like that guy sitting on the beam of the Empire State Building.
Right.
You're that guy.
So you're kind of going double mains here, Preston, but I think it works because especially if you only bring one Uncrustable, it's not super filling.
Yeah. I'm a big boy. Okay. Listen. I'm going to be surprised if I make it through this draft and I haven't gone triple mains.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just being real.
You need some options.
Well, and here's the thing about elementary school lunch. Everything you bring that you don't use is just a trade commodity.
100%. Or you can sneak it into your pouch pocket, take it to the playground. You can do some trades out there at recess.
The black market.
Yeah.
I never did that much. I think it might have just been because I always had, the best lunches.
Do you guys remember the silly bands, the like rubber bands that were in shapes? I'm talking about they were shaped like dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
They banned those in my elementary school.
They banned the bands?
Using them. Yes, people were using them as currency, and they were buying things like pencils and food and stuff like. It was wild. Wow. And there'd be somebody walking down the hall, and they'd just have like 100, and you're like, "What did they do today?
You're like, whoa, that
How
kid.
did they manage to make this happen?" It was like Wall Street up in there.
Do you think that's evidence that we are capitalist by nature, or is it evidence that we brainwash our children from such a young age that even 8-year-olds are hawking shit on the?
I think it's evidence that we're capitalistic by nature, and I think the faster we accept that, the sooner we can do something about it.
Yeah, I'd agree there.
All right. Okay. I'm glad we figured that out tonight. All right, Britt. You've got back-to-back picks. How are you complimenting your pizza Lunchable?
All right, so I need a drink. I'm so happy that this came back to me. This was my. I think I might be older than you guys, because this was big when I was a kid. I know I'm definitely older than Dap. But the most popular drink, again, my healthy parents didn't let me have it very much, but when I could get it, it was a big deal, and that was the Ecto Cooler High Seas. You can't get them anymore. Came out, like when Ghostbusters was big.
Oh my God!
You didn't just want like a regular High C. Slimer needed to be on the front of it.
What do those taste like?
Heaven.
But like,
that's what.
But like a heaven that would slowly kill you over time.
Is there an approximate?
That's why all of the millennials flavor? Have like type 2 diabetes because of what I'm about to draft in this. Those Hussies were mighty tasty. They were like fruity. I don't know, non-specific fruits fruit. Like most gummies and stuff.
Yeah, fruit flavor.
Yeah,
it's fruit flavor.
It's just fruit. It tasted like corn syrup.
There are oranges on the box. So
there you go.
At least an attempt was made.
They tried. Let's see. So for my next one, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm so nervous. Those were like the two I really, really wanted, and now it's just all crazy from here. I think I'm gonna go with 3D Doritos.
What?
I don't think they make these anymore.
They came back for a little while, like a few years ago. But yeah, those were also delicious.
Oh my God, I remember these.
Britt is building an impossible to recreate because I know they don't make Ecto Cooler High C anymore.
Those they don't.
Yeah.
I do remember these in the thermos looking thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Doritos?
The 3D Doritos. I never saw them in a bag, but I wasn't doing my own shopping. But they came in like a tub, like something more. If you look,
kind of like a Pringles can,
the images that comes
so that they didn't get crushed.
Thermos is really the word I'm going to stick with here. Dan has Googled it.
You're thinking like the canister is what you're talking about, like that Pringles.
Yes. No, but it doesn't look like that because they're like using the lid as like a little serving bowl.
Hang on.
Yeah, now I need to see it. 3D Doritos thermos.
Not crazy.
Oh! This, okay, I do vaguely remember
Oh,
this.
it's plastic.
I wouldn't call it a thermos
back.
still. I wouldn't, but it's like it's kind of like it's like a tennis ball canister, but it's indented in bits.
Sure, yeah. For good grip.
Yeah.
When you're really chugging down those 3D Doritos.
No, that makes sense. So they don't get crushed. And it's got a cool factor in the lunchroom.
It's such a cool factor. That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
right. I think those are good picks.
Boy, I mean, it's interesting because, both you and me, Preston, we could have our lunches today.
Yeah, I could do
tomorrow.
that today. I can go down to the kitchen and get started.
Britt is creating something that you only can have if you pick her lunch.
My lunch only lives in my memories.
Yeah, she's really going after the 1940s crowd. People that were born in the 1940s.
Preston,
they definitely had Ecto Cooler.
We have to work on your history, my dude. We have to work on it.
Listen, I remember explicitly Richard Nixon announcing Ecto Cooler
in 1940
at the 1953 World's Fair.
Hashtag I was there.
I wish I knew exactly when Richard Nixon was born, so I could tell you exactly how old he was in 1940. He certainly wasn't president, though. I'll tell you that much.
No, he'd be in his 30s, I think, if I'm doing my math right. All right,
Preston. Which historically inaccurate pick are you going with here for your third selection?
Well, I think the name might be inaccurate because I don't see them called this anymore, but this is what they were called in my house. I need a healthier thing to basically give the appearance that my parents are taking care of me so nobody gets cold. And I want sort of the same factor that Dan went with his string cheese. So I'm going to take what we're known in my house as clementines, but everybody else calls them cuties.
Cuties.
Oh, okay. Cuties are just like the branded thing.
Yes,
but it makes a huge difference.
Apparently, the only one who knew that they were clementines. I guess I don't know.
It's a big difference. There's also the halos, and if I buy the halos, my kids will not eat them. Neither will I because they're not tart enough. You gotta have the cuties.
So, what do you guys think I should put on the bracket or the graphic for most people to recognize?
Clementine.
Okay.
And okay. Now, this is a big throwback, but I remember, I think was before the show, did a draft, this is for the Ultimate Frisbee crowd, with Nee Win and Keith Rayner on Twitter, when Nee was running the Being Ulti Twitter account. And I can't remember which one I took, but I took Cuties or Halos, and one of them is extremely fucking problematic, but I don't remember which one it is.
Oh no! Yeah, please find out which one.
So just put Clementine, so we can dodge that bullet entirely.
Let's Google which Clementine
is problematic.
I think one of them uses slave labor or something. I don't remember I just remember being
oh my gosh! If I'm eating slave labor oranges, I'm gonna feel terrible.
Well, now I found a thread called "Horrible Things Clementine Has Done," and it's about Clementine from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
wrong one. So I don't think that's
she won't fit in a lunchbox.
I think I'm not going to be able to find it.
We'll look it up at halftime of the show and let you all know.
Okay.
But I do remember the pick was Halos /Cuties, and someone was like, "You definitely should pick this one because the other one is."
Oh my gosh! Please
Nazis.
don't let it be cuties.
Murdering puppies or something like that.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, I don't know what they could be doing that would necessitate that, but okay.
They're doing it just for fun. I think that's the fucked up part.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, we'll listen. We'll find out at halftime. It's coming up here in one pick, and we'll let you all know which clementines to not buy, or if I'm just making it up. Okay. My third pick, the final pick of the third round, I am going to go with my fruit here as well. My top fruit still on the board. And this fruit was always, kind of like a dessert. You get to eat it, and then you get to shoot the juice after.
What?
And it's 90% sugar. I'm going with a peach cup.
Oh, the peach.
I was so confused.
I was too.
I was like, are you shooting it out of your mouth at somebody else? Like,
no.
what are you doing?
You're shooting it, throwing it back like a shot.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
They're messy though. They're so messy. If you just squeeze it too much, then it's gonna go out everywhere.
Opened one cleanly. Yeah, for sure.
Why are you squeezing it?
To get the thing off, the plastic lid, you gotta and then it goes.
Yeah.
And it sprays everywhere.
You could have the aluminum ones that have the pop top.
Wait, I didn't have those. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Then you'll cut yourself on it.
Right.
That's dangerous for children.
No, I definitely did spill the plastic ones, but yeah.
If we're not going to let in peanuts in a school, we're not going to let in razor blade aluminum tops.
Mike had to go to the hospital because of one of those aluminum pullback tops as an adult.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
As an adult?
Mm-hmm. Right,
during our marriage.
All right, we need to hear the story right now, and we're going to save it for only the Patreon listeners. For just a little bit a month, you get to hear extra bonus stories about how Mike
that little Jim.
Yeah.
Like how Mike nearly cut his finger off trying to just feed another animal.
Oh my gosh.
That does bring us to the halfway point of the draft. So far, Britt has the Pizza Lunchable, Ecto Cooler High C, and 3D Doritos. The double D in there is hard to say. Preston has Uncrustables, Easy Mac, and Clementines. I have Pringles, string cheese, and a peach cup. Second half of the draft to come up. Hey y'all, thanks for listening. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Just a quick announcement. We are moving our merch store to a newer website called Fourth Wall. The grand opening is this Friday, May 26th at noon. We're celebrating with all new designs that we're calling our Summer of Drafted Love collection. A lot of your favorites from the old shop will be there or coming in the future as well. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll receive a discount code for the new merch as well as a chance to win some free merch. So it's a great time to become a supporter for the month if you aren't already. That's Friday, May 26th at noon. Please check it out. We would love it so much. The link to the new site will be in the show notes. All right, thanks so much. Let's get back to the show. Okay, we are back, and just a quick note here. Apparently, both Cuties and Halos are both bad.
No.
Cuties are way less bad.
Don't equate.
Right,
Cuties are bad. But...
This is very cursory Google search. There may be more behind the scenes that I didn't bother to look up. But Halo apparently uses wastewater from oil fracking to water their crops. I guess for cheap water sourcing. I don't know, but that seems to be, I guess, questionably ethical and also potentially full of carcinogens. So that's cool. And then Cuties. Cuties apparently has gotten in trouble in the past for using illegal pesticides on their farms. So.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna amend my pick to take a clementine that I grew in my backyard in very ethical ways.
Very expensive water. The most
no pesticides in this house.
Aquafina.
I think that's great. Preston. Very, very wise of you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have the first pick of the fourth round, and I'm going to go ahead and go with my dessert now. I'm surprised no one has really gone the dessert route yet.
I know.
A lot of good options.
It's true. There are a lot of good options. Actually, I'm going to go dessert. I'm going to take my favorite, and I've already got a spoon in my lunchbox because I've got this peach cup I got to eat. So I'm going with chocolate pudding here.
Chocolate pudding.
Nice.
Very tradable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody loves a good pudding.
Who doesn't like a good chocolate pudding cup? Yeah.
You doing the one that has the little swirl in the middle?
Ideally, yes. Ideally, the swirl.
Oh, yes.
Speaking its language now.
You've done it. You've done it again. My man.
All right, so this is a positive response to this pick, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I would draft it, if nothing else, for its trade value. That's how you could get yourself an Ecto Cooler if one did not have one.
A second Ecto Cooler.
So, would you trade your pudding cup for a second Ecto Cooler?
Probably. I'm not a big chocolate pudding fan.
We should have a second half of the draft where we just make trades with each other.
And then what lunch?
We lay it all out in
like
front
that.
of us. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I ended with all desserts.
All right, Preston. So you're up to take your next piece of bidding ammunition here in our upcoming lunch trade.
I'm gonna take a risk here.
Oh, I love that.
I
love it when you do that.
I know. I want chips, but the actual chips I want, again, follow your heart, Preston.
Oh, boy.
Not your head.
Oh,
Your
boy.
head's dumb. Heart's dumb too, but
Did you say your
other
head's dumb?
head's dumb. Head's dumb, heart smart. What more do you want?
That's going on a t-shirt. I'm writing it down.
Head's dumb, heart smart.
Head's dumb, heart's smart.
That's going to be the ethos I continue to live by on the show. So instead of taking just any chips, I'm taking the Nachos Lunchable.
Oh, it has a little salsa, a little nacho cheese sauce. Yeah.
And that's why. Because those two little dipping things are bomb. They're so good.
Is the salsa good? I will give you that.
No, the salsa's good.
Okay.
I mean, it's you're going for the cheese sauce, but the salsa gets eaten for sure.
I feel like
You'd rather have the salsa on it than just the regular chip.
I feel like the salsa only gets eaten because you ran out of cheese.
Sure, but you're going to run out of both, let's be honest. They've never quite gotten those proportions right.
All right, well, this is what I'm saying. Lunchables, okay? Maybe they make this. I don't know. I was never a Lunchables guy. Make an all-cheese one where the area for both sauces is given to just cheese.
They don't make that, but they should make that.
They got to hit some sort of veggie count. To
No,
make it seem
they're
like
Lunchables.
You can mix that into cheese. You can make that cheese cover up anything.
Who is Lunchables kidding? Okay, there is no attempt at a vegetable count being hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you guys have to eat kid cuisine growing up?
No, I
have to.
I didn't get.
I think I may have
My
tried it
parents
once.
wouldn't let me. It was not healthy.
Shit is bad. It's so bad.
I think it's just 99% sodium.
Okay, Preston, it's date night. The babysitter's already eaten. Pick between
That's when you get pizza, man.
chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and spaghetti.
But the pudding always
and
had
kid cuisine.
sprinkles to add on to it. Little rainbow sprinkles.
I mean, yes, but
I think I may have had a kid cuisine once, just out of sheer curiosity, but I was never forced to eat it against my will.
I almost said turd on a pig because I got the analogy of lipstick on a pig wrong. But kid cuisine really is just turd on a pig. Turd on
Oh my god. How damning.
I think it's because I think my brother used to say turd wrapped in tinfoil. It's like the same expression as lipstick on a pig, so then I just went turd on a pig.
Boy, we will never get sponsored by Kid Cuisine.
It's the act of microwaving it. Yeah, they're still. I think they're still around. It's the microwaving it that ruins it, because then you've got stuff in there that like it should be cold, and then it's like lukewarm at best, and then like the chicken nuggets are like a weird texture.
They're so bad. I gotta say, I had an office bet one time on like a football game, maybe a national championship football game, and I won. And the bet was lunch, you know, we'll get some lunch, loser buys lunch. Came in, and the guy had brought me a kid cuisine.
Wow.
And I was like, are you going to eat a kid cuisine? He's like, the bet was for your lunch. I brought you your lunch. And I didn't bring anything else that day. So I was like, well, I'll try the kid cuisine.
Who did this to you?
This is a state employee who, as soon as I get powerful enough, one phone call.
When did this happen?
You're out.
2016. I hold grudges.
This was an adult human being who did this to you.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was an intern. God dang it.
That was the problem, is because you were an intern.
That
comes with the territory.
The intern of all people should be more treated to a good lunch. I'm outraged by this, Preston. Name this individual.
Were you ever an intern, Daniel? Nobody is nice to the interns.
No, that is not true. When I was an intern, I was taken care of to the hilt, as best the people who were overseeing me as they possibly could. This is criminal. This is criminal. What was the bet?
Listen, it was over a football game, maybe a Falcons game or something back then, something like that.
And how old were they at the time?
Was the person making the bet?
Yeah. They had a fully fledged job. They were an adult.
Oh yeah, it would have been like 40s.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I am like losing my ability to speak. I'm so outraged by this.
You should find him,
He brought
Daniel.
you kid
Find him.
cuisine. If I ever meet this guy, I genuinely would like bring him to task over this. What a
I swear I had a
thing.
picture of it. I had a picture of it at some point, but I can't.
And he was a dick about it. It wasn't even like it would be one thing if he brought you to kid cuisine and then like treated you to lunch the next day or something. But like,
well, he was mad he lost. Yeah.
Grow up. Don't make the bet if you're gonna be mad you fucking lose. This is insane.
I love how outraged Daniel is
I
over
am.
this. Everyone needs a friend like Daniel who will be outraged
This is
over
the
your kid
closest I've
cuisine.
ever felt to Daniel. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that is unforgivable.
God,
That is
I'm hunting
unforgivable.
for this picture.
We need to move on before I get in trouble here.
We're having to quit.
It amounted to abuse that I could have submitted to HR.
I genuinely am aghast at this.
It was the chicken.
knowledge.
It was the chicken nugget one.
I can't believe this.
They tasted like mashed potatoes.
That's so gross.
Oof. And we know how you feel about those.
We know how I feel about mashed potatoes.
Wow. I genuinely cannot believe that a grown adult human being would do that to an intern at the place they were working. I genuinely cannot believe that.
I've never cared for you as much as I do right now. I feel like a mama bear has just come in and rescued me from a hunter.
Yeah, I'm fuming. After the show, I'm gonna have you tell me who this person is if I ever meet him. I'm like genuinely gonna say mean things to him.
Okay.
Britt, I need to move past it for the sake of the show. People are like, Jesus, Daniel, take it easy.
Wow.
What is your pick here? Final pick of the fourth round.
I'm going to go with my dessert. And I'm going to choose the absolutely delicious Dunkaroos. Just cookies and icing.
Ooh.
So good. A little funfetti icing.
Dunkaroos.
I don't think they make these anymore.
They brought them back.
Did they?
Yeah, Gen Z has brought so much of the 90s back. And
Why
Dunkaroos
would
has
Gen
been
Z
part
bring
of
it
it.
back? They weren't alive for the 90s to know.
Haven't you seen
Their
their
parents
clothes and
bribing
stuff?
them.
They want to bring it all back. They want to relive, or they want to live what we lived. But they don't realize that our pancreas is all suffered for what we lived
They
through.
don't know.
I'm like, we didn't grow up
pancreas
with
schmancreas.
your fancy kombucha drinks and mess like that. We had ecto coolers.
So okay, so is
That's basically
does Gen Z just see how nostalgic millennials are, and they just like want to
want
have things to be
co-op it.
nostalgic about, but
They're
they
like,
don't have
I
anything
want that.
themselves, so they have to be nostalgic about what we're nostalgic about.
What are they going to
That's
be
weird.
nostalgic about? Eating Tide
I
Pods
don't
and
know.
COVID?
Yeah, it's tough.
They're not old enough yet to have nostalgia.
I guess so.
It's true.
I've
Boy.
got another pick.
You do.
Oh my. Okay, so you guys have both chosen fruit, and I would
Yeah.
also like a fruit,
Take a fruit.
but none of your standard produce fruits really work for me. They would just sit in my lunchbox. I mean, maybe not now. Like I eat fruit now.
Just trade them.
I'm gonna go with the most delicious fruit that I can think of from the 90s, and that was shark bites. They were fruit flavored, and that was fruit enough for me, especially the white ones.
I was initially confused when you were implying that a fruit stopped existing after the 90s. I was like, what fruit is she about to name?
Yeah, what
that was
nostalgic
only
fruit is
around
there?
for the 90s?
You know, like apparently bananas tasted different than they do now.
What?
Shark bites.
You've not heard this?
No. Where do you get
tastes
all this
different now?
information from? Who
don't know.
are you?
Are they
hanging
also
out with?
problematic?
Well,
Chiquita.
bananas are
Chiquita's-
extremely problematic.
Bananas very problematic. Not a good example to make fun of you with. Very problematic.
Take it all
Bananas
back.
are.
Yeah, but apparently, so like there was, I don't know all the details. I thought this was like common knowledge. bananas, like, this is like, decades ago, it tasted different. And then, like, that strand of banana went extinct, basically. So now the bananas that we have
How do
now
we know?
taste... Because people were alive then, How do we know
But they're
anything
also
that
senile. I swear the bananas back then tasted different. This one's all stringy, and I don't know why.
Well, that's a string cheese, Grandpa. That's not a banana.
Not a banana, Grandpa. You're eating your own shoelaces. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. All right. We welcome back. Apologies to our Patreon supporters for all that you just had to listen to. Preston, you have your 5th pick coming up.
All right. I need a drink, and I'm just so...
Boy, you and me both, brother.
I know. I'm so unbelievably torn between 2 drinks I could pack here. And honestly, I think this is a make-or-break moment for me.
Why is the 5th round always your make-or-break moment? Every draft.
That's when I run out of plan. Oh, we're at the end of the road.
This is when you go off.
Here come the 6 stunts. Oh wait, okay, I'm sorry. I know we just came off a tangent. I gotta tell you guys a story. I'm so sorry. There's a hill in my neighborhood growing up when I would have one of these days when I would have been eating these lunches. This really long hill, and we always used to dare each other to go down it on our bikes. It was like the thing in our neighborhood, like, are you brave enough to tackle the hill on your bike? And I was like, one of these days, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I was like one of the older kids in the neighborhood, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be great. And I went down the hill, and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm so brave. And we'd been talking about this hill for years. It had never occurred to any of us that the hill ends by going into a live roadway, immediately followed by a perpendicular curb.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I hit the curb full speed with the front wheel, and I flipped right off the bike. It was like the 3rd time I flipped off the bike that year.
Lessons were learned that day.
What a year for you.
We also used to race them through construction sites, and we had a path through a house where you would go out on the porch of the house and then come back in the house. It was really cool. But then the porch, they built it wrong. So one day they took the porch out, and I went out the door full speed, and it just went whoop. It was like a story drop. It was several feet.
How are you still alive?
Honestly, I ask that question every day.
It's probably all the chemicals in our lunches. Made your bones so strong.
Yeah. Made them impervious.
All right. So all of that is to say this. I'm going to take the drink here that I think will pull more people that are looking for a brand name that they just like immediately latch onto. So I'm not going to take the generic one. I'm going to take the risky one because I don't think anybody's going to not vote for my team because I took this. And I'm going to take Yoo-Hoo.
Yoo-Hoo is delicious.
That's not.
There's some real Yoo-Hoo fans out there, and I think the Yoo-Hoo fans are going to come out and support me.
I would support that.
And I love it. That helps.
Which flavor?
What do you mean, which flavor? What the hell are you talking about?
I won't drink the pink one.
I want the goat milk. Can I have it in a bag?
Our bag milk kind of tasted like Yoo-Hoo. Maybe that's what it was. Our goat milk Yoo-Hoo.
Oh, God.
Go Tennessee.
I'm going to take the regular flavor because I frankly wasn't aware there were others.
Yeah, there's strawberry, right? Yeah, there's strawberry Yoo-Hoo.
Oh.
Okay.
Is there a vanilla?
I'll take your word for it. Oh.
Vanilla.
Or like white, I guess. I don't know what flavor it would be. I would assume vanilla.
What flavor is this? White?
Huh. I've heard it. Brown milk. That one tastes like chocolate. What's this white milk taste like?
But the white milk is not vanilla milk. Y'all, it's not vanilla milk. It's just milk. So is it like just Yoo-Hoo? Oh my gosh.
So stupid. How do you describe the flavor of milk? It's just like anti-flavor.
It tastes like milk.
Tastes white.
Tastes very white.
Jesus Christ.
Very white-ish.
This episode is going to kill me.
All right, I took you.
Okay, now I thought you were setting yourself up to take this. I still need to take my drink as well. I'm going to take a Capri Sun.
That is the other option I was choosing between.
Yeah.
I think Capri Sun's a little standard, though.
I mean, don't we want standard for more people to vote for our lunch?
You got to take risks. Heads dumb, heart smart.
It's true. That's how I lose every draft on our show. All those risks.
The T-shirt is going to say "Head dumb, heart smart, can't lose."
Yes.
Perfect, right? Oh, and we didn't get a picture of Preston, like a cartoon picture of Preston's face on there.
Oh boy.
Oh, that one will sell well. All right.
That's a winner.
Okay, now I have to pick my main here. I really struggled with this. You guys went with like the store bought variety, like the name brand, very latchable, which I totally understand. I just never grew up eating those things, so in my heart of hearts, can't do that. So I think I'm going to go with a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
That was so tasty. Is it the bananas from the olden days that don't taste like the bananas today, or just a regular banana?
No, the current modern day bananas.
Okay. I was writing notes down. I just want to make sure I get the right one in case I want to draft a peanut butter sandwich with old school bananas.
I'm going to take a 1930s banana.
Well, it's
purple and nobody remembers.
That would work for Britt's team because nothing else on her team is from the current day and age.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right, so that's my final pick. Finally get my main course there.
That's a good one. And you have a fruit in it.
Yes,
so it's healthy.
Fruit. Yep. Vaguely. Although apparently it's an illegal sandwich these days. Wouldn't be able to eat it.
That's true.
You gotta sneak it in.
Yeah. Contraband.
All right. I need dessert. And I'm choosing between two. I think I'm overthinking this because... Yeah, okay. Here's what's happening. I'm taking the little individual packs of the Bluebell Swirl ice cream.
Whoa!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just think it's going to be melted by lunchtime.
No, because he's got his Uncrustable.
Britt's where I'm at.
Frozen.
She gets it. It's gonna they're gonna keep each other cold. Absolutely.
You can wrap it in aluminum foil and some newspaper.
Yeah. I'm gonna solve the energy crisis by putting these two things together and creating infinite cold. See, Daniel, I had the same thought as you. It's it's not gonna make it. And then I remember eating them at lunch from the bag I brought from home, and I was like, well, it clearly made it back then.
Ice cream for lunch?
The Bluebells are vacuum sealed. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The little individual ones. They're so tightly
the
sealed
plastic
that
cups,
that helps.
and it had a little cardboard lid and a wooden spoon. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, we would have them in the lunchroom.
Absolutely.
You could pay $1 extra to get it.
Or it's not Bluebell, but yeah, I remember I'm having very vivid memories of kindergarten or first grade where ours, they'd be generic brand, no brand name on them, but little ice cream cups, and they'd have either strawberry stuff in there or chocolate, or you could get plain vanilla. As we get that as a treat sometimes.
Yeah, the other option I was thinking about going with, we can talk about in the second half in case.
Britt
takes it here.
Save that. All right, Britt. What is the final selection of the school lunch draft?
I don't know. I feel like y'all's are so much more balanced, but you said fourth grade, and I had to really think what did fourth grade me want in my lunchbox? And it wasn't anything healthy. That's for dang sure. So, oh man, I already have 2 desserts. I have a chip.
Are you counting the shark? What is it called? Shark bites as a dessert?
Yeah, they were gummies.
They're fruit snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were. I was going to tell you to start doing so.
Yeah.
Britt is building that Lauren lunch right now.
Yes, she is.
2 sweets, 2 salties. Can't lose.
Exactly. So I'm thinking I need another salty.
Get you another salty.
Or I take another main, which is what Preston has done.
I got 3 mains.
I'm gonna go with another salty, I think, because I need a snack to stick in my pocket for recess
later.
And it also serves as a weapon, like your fruit cup.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with cheese balls.
Oh, I thought you were doing bugles for like the scratching.
I love bugles because I was like, look at me, I'm a witch. That was before Harry Potter.
Very, very fun to play with. Very fun to play with.
They were so good and they were so fun.
Cheese balls
is great because you can roll up paper tightly, tape it, and then you shove the balls in there and go. It's like a dart gun.
You made a blow dart gun?
What were you guys doing in school? It doesn't sound like you were doing anything fun.
Let's be honest, I was not.
I wouldn't want to waste the cheese balls though by shooting them.
Depends on who deserved it that day. If no one deserved it, you can eat them. Otherwise, watch out.
Basically, Britt, you're taking
bitches back with my cheese balls.
You're taking a food for your school lunch that its secondary purpose is being consumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, its primary purpose is ammunition.
I would say self-defense. Self-defense.
Good.
Okay. Fair enough. Good.
Yeah.
Cheese balls are good. The puffy, cheesy corn snacks are just...
They're delicious. And your hands are just orange permanently for like the next 3 days.
It's true. It's true. Especially with the way kids wash hands.
Yes, that was before COVID.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. The final pick of the school lunch draft. Here are the teams. Britt ends up with the Pizza Lunchable, the Ecto Cooler High C, 3D Doritos, Dunkaroos, Shark Bites Fruit Snacks, and Cheese Balls.
You're going to be asleep by 1:30.
Hey, that's when the final bell rings.
Yeah.
Perfect. Preston has Uncrustables, Easy Mac, Clementines, the Nachos Lunchable, Yoo-Hoo, and an individual ice cream cup. And then I have Pringles, string cheese, a peach cup, chocolate pudding, a Capri Sun, and a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Of course, we have so much post-draft discussion to come after a quick break. Okay, we are back for the post-draft discussion. Before I get to our normal questions, I want to ask you guys a special one, okay? Whose lunch is winning in a food fight?
Oh,
Let's see. What do we have here? The ice cream thing, you could chuck that at someone, assuming it's still frozen.
Are you trying to kill somebody?
Clementines are very chuckable.
Oh, that's true. So you have 2 chuckable items there.
A small ball to throw, basically.
Uncrustables are frisbee shaped.
That's true.
I know I could get that at least 100 yards.
I don't think you're throwing an Uncrustable that far.
I don't know. He's an expert frisbee thrower.
Watch this Discord space for a video of me chucking an Uncrustable as far as I can. I'd love to do that. Dan, remind me of your food fight assets.
My top 2. So I'm not going for harming people, which I think is maybe where Preston's brain has gone.
Yeah, there's your first mistake.
What food fight are you showing up to?
I'm not trying to harm anyone. I'm just trying to create a mess.
Okay.
And my chocolate pudding and my peach cup are gonna go wonders.
Ooh, yeah,
that's true.
And then I am the only person with a so dangerous it's illegal to have in a school lunch item. Well, I guess Preston has the Uncrustable as well.
That's true.
But I have peanut butter on my sandwich if I really wanted to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy, a food fight with peanut butter seems bad.
You could even just you could take the pieces apart and just smear it down the floor, and then it's quite a slippery surface.
Just put it on the door, and then nobody can come in. It's been marked for death.
Yeah.
That's messy. That's certainly messy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yours would definitely be the messiest. Mine has the highest possibility of getting me sent home for
especially if your Yoo-Hoo is a glass bottle.
Oh boy,
Jesus Christ!
Now we're elevating it.
Yeah.
Preston just went from being like suspended for the day to going to juvenile hall.
Yeah. Good luck in alternative school, Preston.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in agreement. If we're trying to kill someone, Preston there. Otherwise, I think it's probably me.
Oh man.
What were some things that you left on your list that you were prepared to take, but for whatever reason, ended up not being on your team come the end of the draft?
Top Dino Nuggets. I was struggling with Dino Nuggets.
Yeah. How do you prepare those, though?
Our kids get chicken nuggets all the time. We just stick them in a thermos. It's not what I would eat. Like, I think it's kind of gross, but they like them.
Soggy, yeah.
They haven't complained yet, so I just keep doing it.
Good kids.
Yeah. Lazy parenting.
Yeah, that's it. I had Oreos. I was deciding on my last pick if I should take ice cream or Oreos. I feel like I went the right way.
I don't know, because you had a milk.
Tough to say.
And like Oreos and milk.
Yoo-hoo is not milk, friend.
What? Yes, it is.
That's
No,
it's milk. Yeah, it's milkish. It's as milk as
Ever
the bag of
wonder
milk
how-
that I had.
it's milk. It's milkish. It's milkish.
It's milk adjacent. Ever
Yeah.
wonder how it can sit on the store shelf for 3 months and you can still drink it? Not
Listen,
milk, my friend.
you guys have
Ever wonder
ruined.
how it's not refrigerated?
You've ruined
Not
cuties
milk?
for me. You've ruined Morgan Freeman, and now you're telling me Yoo-hoo isn't a
I'm
milk?
not trying to ruin Yoo-hoo. Just saying it's not milk.
Yeah, you can still enjoy your Yoo-hoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just know it's not milk.
Huh.
I had a bunch of desserts left on my board. Like a Hostess cupcake.
Those are good.
Just any like of those like manufactured chocolate goodies with like the cream in the middle.
The
Little Debbie's,
basically.
man.
Yeah, oatmeal cream pie
Oh, so good.
Yes.
and fruit gushers.
Yeah.
Gosh. Guys, I went on a work trip, like 4-day conference, and I wanted some snacks for the hotel, and I bought 4 boxes of Gushers.
Hell yeah!
I think I was having a moment that I was like, I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want.
Were they as good as you remember?
Oh, yeah.
They are
But then,
good.
of course, like, had anybody, like, poked into my room, it would have looked like some sort of addict had gotten loose. They were just sprawled everywhere.
Do you guys remember the fruit gushers commercials?
Yeah, where they're like...
Yeah, they had fruit
Yeah,
heads.
giant fruit heads that then would explode. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
very
all
memorable
week.
though. Very memorable.
I always preferred the fruit by the foot over Gushers, though.
Really, very much the opposite for me. Very much the opposite.
And you could put like a tattoo on your
That little
tongue.
burst. That little burst.
Oh yeah,
the tongue
the
tattoos were
were
fun. The tongue tattoos
That
were
was
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's true. It was cool.
Not good when you're on a work trip. But
No, but prison. They've got some real value in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I would know all my time in prison.
yeah, I was gonna say, okay.
That's where the goat milk really was. Not in school.
Yeah, and the milk
Brit-
bags.
Brit's
If you told me
conflating
milk
the two
bag was in
memories.
prison, I'd sort of buy it, actually.
Bro's conflating those two memories. Okay, what was the worst pick of the draft?
That's tough because there are things that I definitely just don't like, but I know that they're popular with like the masses, like string
Can I
cheese.
tell you what I think it is? Britt, I'm sorry. I apologize for this.
Do it.
I think it's an issue of age difference. I don't know how many people in our generation had ecto coolers. I think they were a little before our time.
Okay, hold on. How old are you?
I was born in 93.
41.
41. Yeah. You were born in 93?
We were both born in 93, yeah.
I'm so old. Oh my god, I am so old.
In spirit,
Do
you're
you
younger than both
remember
of
when
us.
you came on for the television episode and you drafted a bunch of stuff we'd never heard of? Like the Ed Sullivan Show and the Brady Bunch. And
I was
the
sitting
Evening
here
News
thinking,
with
like,
Walter
wait a second,
Cronkite.
did I draft this?
Oh.
I'm like considerably older than you guys. I'm almost I'm almost 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
I'm having a crisis.
I mean, you have a kid who's graduating high school, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I just graduated high school a couple years ago.
You could have been my child.
Whoa.
Let's not pull that thread.
Yeah, let's leave that one. Let's let that
one's
be.
for the patrons. That extra super top tier. You have to unlock it.
Boy, yeah. Only the $20 tier gets that one. But yeah, I think like I know the name Ecto Cooler because I know other people are nostalgic about it, but I totally missed it. I have never had. I have no idea what it tastes like. And
I knew what it was, but I missed it too.
I wanted that not enough people that listen to the show will be like, oh, yeah, Ecto Cooler High C.
I'm sad for your childhoods. I'm sad that you missed
I am too.
The Ecto Cooler.
Be sad for our childhoods all you want. We will outlive the Ecto Cooler generation.
Now that's true. We'll not argue with you.
Who
there.
knows what that thing is doing to your
Oh,
body.
we do. We're all finding out now as we're nearing 40.
Yeah.
It's becoming
Mr.
very
Pick
clear.
Who is his drink?
Right?
Yeah.
Not milk.
Fair. I not to just like really twist the knife on Britt here,
Ouch.
but
Oh God, it's happening.
I like 3D
Brett like
Doritos and I like cheese balls, but having them both seems like overkill.
You have to have something. What are you taking? What are you taking to recess, Preston? You gonna take your melted ass ice cream? Is that what you're taking? You're gonna need a straw for my boob milk so that you can suck your melted ice cream out. I'm gonna have a deliciously crunchy snack at recess, and you're gonna have a melted mess. I'm just saying.
That is one of the best bits in the history of the show. Preston backed Britt into a corner, and we learned that
Right?
She came out fucking swinging.
Listen, I've known y'all a while.
She has a fight or fight response.
I'd be nice the first time that I came on the show, but like Preston could be my child now, so like this is different.
I'm sorry, Britt. I should have known to respect my elders.
Britt's gonna murder him. This is the last show I've done with Preston. It's been a treat. Preston.
So you can take your participation trophy elsewhere, Virginia,
North Carolina.
Although
Virginia probably doing something similar. Oh, Britt, what about you? This is where you get your revenge. You get to tell us what was the worst pick.
You know, I was gonna go for Daps, but Preston's now is
Hunting for scraps.
Perfect.
Look, you've got a problematic fruit. For starters,
Hold on. The fruit itself did nothing to deserve this.
you can't fight with facts.
You got a racist ass fruit, man.
Yeah,
I grew it myself.
you've got a milk poser, and you've got a peanut butter sandwich that could be a weapon of mass destruction to other fourth grade classes.
You know what Yoo-hoo is? Yoo-hoo is milk appropriation.
That's exactly what it is. And this is 2023.
Yeah.
And
That means it'll
we've
still
grown.
be here when all the milk is gone. Just saying. Better learn to like it now.
And you've got Easy
Who's
Mac,
going to rescue us from the climate disaster?
which Easy Mac is absolutely not easy. It's the opposite of easy. That mess explodes
it's really
all
hard.
over the microwave. And then you never have enough
You're doing
liquid
it wrong.
left. No, listen, it's not easy. Y'all don't have kids yet, okay? I have 3 children. I have an advantage
I
here.
eat Easy Mac most weekdays.
President, no.
Most?
I'm prepared.
No.
Yeah.
And he's got his 40 pack of Gushers. I'm starting to be concerned. I think we need to worry less about the lasting effects of Ecto Cooler on my pancreas and worry about what's happening on a daily basis to Preston's.
And after last week's episode where we talked about the poor use of sunscreen,
Oh boy.
we're really
man.
just going to be one hose down here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So,
Which friggin' nerd should replace me if I die?
On this show?
that's
Yeah.
you and I are
just in
the
my day-to-day life. They have
closest.
to marry Lauren. They
Yeah, I
have
guess
to go to work.
as Lauren's husband. I think as Lauren's husband. Who would get along the best with Lauren of the nerds? Probably Mike.
I would never subject her to that.
Mike gets along with anybody. That's the thing.
Mike is also the most
Lauren
Preston-like.
hates that attribute in people.
Oh, see? Me too. I feel like Preston and I are the closest.
Yeah.
I feel like I would need to marry her just to make sure that she's happy and fulfilled.
Yeah,
I'm good with
and
that.
I
That's
will
nice.
find her an ecto cooler, and I
That's really nice,
will
Britt.
show her what real true love is.
Is this the sweetest, most tender moment in the history of the show?
Don't
Britt saying that
worry,
she would
Preston.
marry-
It's better than all the episodes with my own
I will
wife.
take care of your wife when you're gone.
Britt saying she's got a 1760 sister-in-law, Preston's wife.
Don't worry.
Wow.
She won't even miss you, Preston.
Damn.
Wow. That, now it got worse.
It did get worse. It did get worse.
We nearly stuck the landing.
All right, y'all. It's time for the final question of the show. Whose lunch are you taking? We didn't do the trade portion. So instead of runner up, give me, if you're taking your own team, give me one trade you would make with another team.
I'm taking my own team.
Yeah.
Do I have to make a trade?
You got to make a trade.
Okay, let me think. Let me think about what y'all's top picks were. Oh, you know what? I'll trade my Lunchable nachos for Dan's Pringles.
No deal.
Well, listen. You don't
Declined. Go back to your problematic fruit.
All right, Britt, are you taking your own lunch?
I would consider trading one of a few things for that peanut butter and banana sandwich. I forgot how much I like those. I may have one tomorrow. Those are delicious sandwiches.
It's true.
good.
It's
Yeah,
true.
and I like that you're living on the edge there with that peanut butter.
Yeah.
I want people
Boy,
to fear me just a little bit.
I didn't know I was a risk taker with that. Living on the edge, but I'm glad I am.
Yeah,
I was never that kid in my actual childhood, so
that doesn't surprise me, Dad.
yeah. Well, I don't think it surprises anyone.
Yeah, I like your peanut butter and banana.
Thank you. I would share mine with you.
Oh, thanks, Jap.
I am also taking my own. I feel really good about my team. Maybe a little more conventional than the two of yours, but if I have to trade, I'm going to trade with Britt. I'm going to trade for the Ecto Cooler High C because it's something that I have literally never had and could never have other than this weird fictional universe where Britt is bringing it to lunch.
I love it.
That's true, yeah.
So that'll be maybe I can't trade my chocolate pudding because she doesn't like chocolate pudding.
True.
But I'll trade my peanut butter and banana sandwich for the Ecto Cooler High C.
Okay. Then I don't have a drink, so all that peanut butter is just going to get stuck to the roof of my mouth. I guess I'll have to go to the water fountain.
We could do a 2 for 2. I'll trade you my Capri Sun as well, but you got to give me your what else do I want? The cheese balls.
Cheese balls. Do you need protection at recess? Is that what it's
Who's
for?
trying to hurt
Yeah,
you, Dan?
Preston keeps bullying me.
Yeah, with his melted ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
always
sticky.
come on so aligned with Preston, but things just changed tonight. I would
This
shoot
is-
Preston with a cheese ball for you, Dap.
Oh,
She's like the third consecutive
I know.
person we brought
It's at
on
least
to say that.
the last
That
two.
they were my
people-
friend before this episode.
Britt and Kelsey both were like Preston's biggest allies, and now they're
gone.
Yeah.
they're both turncoats now.
What happened? Who got to you?
Your fruit, I think, is what did it.
I think it's you who's changed, Preston. Yeah, you need to look in the
You're
mirror,
not the
bud.
man I thought you were.
What?
Yeah,
This is terrible.
yeah. Time for some.
All right, well, good night, everybody.
This has been drafted.
Turns out I don't even know what makes me me.
Who am I?
Who am I?
You're Buster Baxter.
Oh, God. Yeah, most people agreed with you on that take that I mentioned it to.
It's honestly one of the best takes I've ever had. I think I feel really good about it.
Why don't you tell the people where that came from as a way
Yes,
to promote what we did?
I just was about to. We was it last week? Last week, right? Last Friday. We went on Friggin' Nerds Fridays live. It was an absolute blast. We got to know each other a little bit better. We had an interview session. And then we did a big, huge draft, which was very fun. I won't even tell you what it is. You got to go check it out. Britt, can the people go see it? I know that the stream was on Twitch. Do they have to go to the Twitch VOD for it, or is it on YouTube or something?
I think it's on. I only say that because we've been taking some VODs off to protect us from copyright infringement.
Oh, good.
But I think that one is. I think that one is. Yeah. So you could go. You could check that out on twitch.tv/friggin nerds media.
They do all kinds of stuff. They do the podcast every Tuesday. They've been doing a lot of the Hogwarts Legacy. Is that what it's called?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts Legacy, D&D every other Friday, the Friggin' Nerds Friday live show every other Friday, which is super fun. We had a great time on there. Listen to the podcast, check them out. They're awesome. Britt, thank you so much for coming on.
Also, thanks for having me.
Before want to promote that, you guys got to decide who has the best lunch. Let us know. The poll for that will be in the show notes. We don't do it on Twitter anymore because Twitter is a hellscape. So you don't have to have a Twitter anymore to vote on the polls. Be sure to do that. And also, there's no expiration on it. So it used to be you had to vote within the first week, but I know a lot of people don't listen to the show within the next week that it comes out. So anytime you listen to the show, just go in the show notes, click on the link, and then vote in the Google form.
Interesting.
Hit us up on Twitter, join the conversation on Discord. Britt's in there, so you can tell Britt how amazing her picks were.
Or how problematic Preston's are.
Oh my god!
Just throwing that out as an option.
If anyone, anywhere had goat's milk or milk in a plastic bag for your school lunch, please let us know.
I need to know.
Isn't the only one. Yeah.
Unless you grew up outside of the contiguous United States, and then
even then,
invalid.
Just to know that some other person in the world out there had a similar experience to Britt, I think would be comforting in these trying times.
It would be.
Yeah. But Britt, thank you so much. We absolutely love having you on.
Oh my gosh, thanks. It was a blast. Even though Preston and I had some moments tonight, it was so fun.
Listen, I didn't do anything. It was only love coming from here.
There will only be love coming for your wife when you're gone too.
Wow. It sounds like you're going to make this happen.
Phrasing?
It sounds like you're going to be proactive about this instead of reactive about this.
Death by cheese balls, not a bad way to go, probably.
Mm-mm.
Better than death by mashed potatoes.
I watched a lot of Bruce Lee growing up. I could probably figure out a few ways to kill you with cheese balls.
Do you think Bruce Lee could kill someone with a cheese ball?
Absolutely.
A single cheese ball?
Yeah. For sure.
I look forward to your challenge.
I'm coming for you.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Britt, thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you all next week.